Hey, what up, y'all? Welcome to A Gal from Cleveland. This is your girl, Tamika Shanea here. I am so freaking excited. Welcome to episode 11. I've been trying to do this for a good couple of days now, but I finally am able to do it. So, hello. I hope you guys are all well. So let's get into it. I think on Instagram I mentioned that I was going to be working on episode 11, but for some reason my internet was acting up, y'all. So just like I don't know what was going on. But we got it together. Shout out to the hubby for doing that because I was like, what is going on with my internet, honey? I got to get this episode in. Um, so what is going on? Hope you guys are doing good. And also, I think I told you guys what episode 11 was going to be about. So last Tuesday, I went to go see Janet Jackson, surprise from the hubby. And oh my God. Now, I've seen Janet, I believe, 3 times I've seen her. And I mean, Homegirl has gotten better and better. I mean, even at 58 years old, I'm just like, ma'am, you are fire, okay? Absolute fire. I was so in love. I was just like, oh my God. She turned the house out. Like, it's been, I think the last time I saw her was the Velvet Rope tour. So, um, just being in the building and seeing her still do her moves. I mean, she is 58 years old, y'all. So I don't expect her to do moves like she did when she was in her 20s. But I mean, she still did my favorite move, which is the if move. If y'all know what the if move is, I mean, dance is. If you don't know what the dance is, y'all definitely need to go pull up her video if, and you will see exactly what I mean. So I'm telling you, it was an absolute phenomenal show. Nelly did his thing. I was like really excited. I was hoping like Ashanti popped up because like him and Ashanti is in the news because she is expecting. And I was like, dang man, if she pop up, how cool would that be? But she didn't. It's okay though. Not even mad about it. But I'm like, dang, that would have been so dope if she would have came up. But it was really a good show. Janet did a lot of things from Demita Joe, which was I think her second to last album. No, it might have been her third to last album. But I'm telling you, she is fire. Like it was a really, really good show. And I am like absolutely I would give the show 100%. I really would because it was like really a good show. She did her thing, her dancers. She had four, maybe it might have been five, but about 4 or 5 dancers, and they were all guys. And trust and believe, they had their fun, and she had hers. So it was a good show. I am not mad. It was like a phenomenal show. Unfortunately, I was near some chicks that really got on my nerves. They were drunk already by the time they came to their seats, and they was really on some BS. And I'm like, you are not a true Janet fan because if you were a true Janet fan, you would know what all these damn songs are. I don't care if they new, I don't care if they old. Like, how would you not know certain songs? So I was just kind of like side eyeing them and was just like, ugh, I don't even want to be around them. And then on top of that, I had to go pee. I had to go to the bathroom. And do you know these bitches set up there and they go just sit there and I'm looking at them like, y'all see me trying to get back to my seat. Like they just better be glad I was in a good mood and I wasn't gonna throw both of their asses over the seats, okay? Because I was just like, y'all see me trying to get to my seat, and both of you drunk hoes is sitting up here oh my God, you know, I'm like, y'all need to go somewhere straight for real. But it was a good show. Um, Absolutely, y'all. I told y'all I was gonna do a review on it. Janet did like a lot of my favorite songs. My favorite performance though was again, even though she didn't sing the whole thing and she had us mostly singing it, I do have it on video because I had to get that on video. I remember when she did the Janet tour and she did that song. I was absolutely in love with Poetic Justice. I always had like, kind of wished that me and my ex, may he rest in peace, was a part of that movie because we went to go see it and he was like, we should have been on that bus. He always used to say that. But it was a really good, like, I love Again. Again is like probably one of my favorite songs by her. And it was just had me in tears. Like anytime I hear that song, I be trying, even at work when I'm listening to it on Spotify, I'm like, oh my God, please do not have me in tears up in here, okay? Because I'm just like, that song is so amazing. And it's just like, especially when she does a high note, and I'm just like, girl, don't you stand there and then tell me you love me and leave again. Look, I'm in tears now. Oh my God. I am not the best singer, but honey, that one part of that song will have me in tears. And I'm up here like now wiping my eyes. I love Again. Again is absolutely probably one of Janet's best ballads. Of course, I absolutely love all her dance stuff because like she is Janet Jackson. Hello. Okay. But it was a very good show. I enjoyed myself. Um, and you know what? I could not miss that, and I'm so grateful for my hubby. Like he surprised me with that one because I was looking at them tickets and I was like, "Baby girl, I love you, but I am not paying those highest prices to see you." I didn't pay no highest price to see LL. So, and we had some really good seats. Like we had good seats at her show, and we had good seats at LL, and we had good seats at the New Edition show. The first New Edition show though, me and my girl Annette, our seats, I was so mad because I thought we had really good seats, but we were so damn far away and I couldn't hardly see. The second show, which my hubby took me to, it's kind of like a birthday, I'd say. The seats was phenomenal. We just had this chick in front of us that I wanted to slap because she kept getting in front of us and we couldn't see. So but this show, we had some really good seats. I really enjoyed it, and I was so happy to be in the house to see Janet. Um, like I think we missed. Well, we had tickets to go see the Breakthrough tour, but she ended up getting pregnant, and I was mad at her. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was mad. Then she came for the State of the World tour, and I missed that one. I was so upset. But she came through with the Together Again tour. So I ain't even mad at her on that. So kudos, Janet. Kudos. Okay. It was really a good show. Um, Last night was the BET Awards. And I have to say, I must be old because that was the most ratchet piece of stuff that I saw. I am not the females that these female artists, rappers, or whatever y'all want to call them. I'm not feeling none of them. So, like, Megan Thee Stallion, she was good at the beginning. I'm just not really into Sexy Red. I don't too much care for Ice Spice. Lotto is cool. Like, I listen to some Lotto stuff. But I just, when it comes to Sexy Red, baby, I just, y'all just make anybody famous. Like, seriously, I just don't get what's the gist of her. I don't get what is like so special about her. Y'all be like pumped up to see this chick. Like, I don't get it. But hey, to each his own. Who else performed? Trying to think. That shows you how memorable it was. Because I don't even remember. I do know Will Smith. He premiered his new song. I don't know if he's trying to get redemption for slapping Chris Rock. So you know, it was with Kirk Franklin. But it was okay. It was a cool song. The Usher tribute, I get what they were doing. Some people were not too happy about it because they were like, well, what? All the male singers was not available. It was a tribute from the females. If y'all kind of got it, it was a Usher tribute to, you know, the females were doing a tribute to Usher. So that's why the majority of the songs were sung by females. So I was kind of shocked though at the beginning with Childish Gambino, but like everybody was like, okay, where's Chris Brown? Where's Neo? Where's such and such? Where's who, you know, Giveon? Where's, you know, they were just naming different people. And Usher did mention that he had a lot to do with that tribute. So maybe he wanted a tribute from the females. I mean, like, I didn't see nothing wrong with it. Absolutely love Keke Palmer. I mean, you know, Chloe did her thing, Lotto did her thing. Damn, Tiana Taylor, girl, you get all the hotties. She had Victoria Monet, which is the singer of this podcast theme song, Get It From My Mama, and she won like a lot of awards for that song. I mean, like, that is my theme for this podcast. She did her thing. Coco Jones. I absolutely love Coco Jones. I've been loving her since she was younger. But like, she is really branched out and she is really out there, and I am so proud that people are giving that girl her flowers because she deserved it. But when she did There Goes My Baby, I said yes. Yes, Coco. Yes. I mean, she even had Usher's wife blushing, okay, on that song. So I mean, like, if you can get Usher's wife blushing, you know you got something going on. But I can't remember everybody that was a part of that, but definitely Coco Jones was her performance was hot. Um and I'm just gonna be real, like these rappers and stuff like that. I've never been a huge rap fan. So a lot of that stuff I was sitting there and I'm just clueless on a lot of them. I don't listen to rap like that. Now R&B, you know, I don't even remember who performed in R&B because it was like I said, it was not a memorable BET Awards. It was just really, in my opinion, it was very ratchet. It just, you know, I was kind of mad about Usher's speech because it seemed like BET muted half of that. So like I couldn't hear nothing he said. And I was mad because I was like, that's some bull. Like, I'm sure he's speaking some truth. And I'm going to be 100% honest. Vice President Kamala, Kamala Harris, girl, never say nothing about you all up in these streets, okay? Don't ever do that. Because, girl, you don't know nothing about up in these streets. So don't ever. I never want to hear that come out your mouth. Don't try to be hip, okay? Because it's not cute. I sat there and I said, are you serious? Up in these streets? Girl, bye. Okay, you and Biden, like, seriously, up in these streets. Okay. But anyway, another thing that kind of got me was this damn black job thing. Like, what, Trump? Seriously? Like, I've seen so many people write the black jobs. It's crazy. Like, that debate, the presidential debate, was by far the most disappointing thing on television. Me sitting here watching that, I was just like, why? Why am I on here watching this? Like, it was the absolute waste of my time to sit there and watch both of them talk because they both have no clue of what they're talking about, and they're both geriatric and old, and they need to go sit down. And I have nothing against old people, but when you got old people running for president and they know they prime is over, yeah, I got a problem with that because neither one of y'all are good for America. Neither one of y'all. But I'm not going to sit up and be like one of these people that's not going to vote, because the ones that always bitch and complain and then don't vote, and then different things happen, then they still bitch and complain. So the thing is that get out there and vote. Okay, we need as many votes as possible. Please do not put Trump back in office. We do not need that anymore. Just the people I've seen that have like really flipped and talking about we need Trump back in office. No, no, we don't. Okay, orange don't need to be nowhere near the White House. Okay, if y'all ain't learned from from January 6th, and man, listen, y'all need to seriously get in tune with that for real. That man does never, let's keep it 100, never ever ever need to be a part of the White House ever again in life. Um, so yeah, the BET Awards, like I said, it was just ratchet TV. Ratchet TV. Some of the outfits was ratchet. I was just like, what is this? Like, ew. Some of y'all did not need to dress the way that y'all dressed. It was just not cute. Um, I don't get it. I really don't. So it was just, and I mean, no shade to Taraji. Taraji, hey, you got to make your coin. If that was somewhere that you felt you should be to host, I mean, hey, that's on you. I just felt like it was just really, really a ratchet ass thing. It really was. But shout out though to Tanner, Adele, and Shabui. Like, give country music what it deserves, because Tanner and Shabui are both talented. I've been following Tanner for a while, even before the whole Beyonce cowboy thing. Shabui, I heard of Shabui, but I really didn't start getting into Shabui to probably after Beyonce did have him on Cowboy Carter. But shout out. Now, one thing I will say, Tanner Adele's performance was fire. It was absolute fire. So, if y'all not into country, y'all really need to get into it, because we have some really, really talented people that are in country music right now, and they are blowing up. And, you know, about time. That's all I'm gonna say. About time about that. Um, honey, another thing I wanted to talk about was Angela Simmons. Like, I was like, girl, what were you doing with the gun purse? Like, why would you even think that's cute? I was just very, very shocked and disappointed in her as being a mother, and, thinking that that was cute. It was very tasteless, and it just made me think, like, were you thinking to even take that to an award show? Like, the purse was not cute at all. It looked like a gun. If somebody was like not paying attention, the only reason they probably didn't say nothing because it was green, and normally guns are like black. But the thing is, you had a gun purse and thought that was cute. How ignorant can we be these days? Like, you are a mother, and I feel like, you're, to me, in my opinion, um I feel like you should have really thought about that before you decided to bring that to an award show. I'm trying to think what else. Um, other than that, it was just ratchet. It was ratchet. Some people, liked it. Other people was like, what is this piece of, what is this on my TV? I just felt like personally, it was not up to par. It hasn't been up to par in a long ass time. And for some reason, this year I didn't do commentary. Normally, every year I do BET Awards commentary. This year I just didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like talking about nobody as far as like putting it on my Facebook. I think the only person I mentioned was Usher, or I asked people how did they like the BET Awards so far. But other than that, I was not in the mood to really sit up here and actually talk about that show on my excuse me, on my Facebook, because it was just like, man, listen, just talking about it gave me a headache. Just watching it honestly gave me a headache. I was just like, I'm not about to put this mess on my Facebook. Plus, I'm trying to rebrand myself, and I just don't want to talk about ratchet stuff no more. I just feel like it's a waste of my time, and I have things that I'm trying to accomplish in life, um, as far as my brand and my businesses and things like that. So talking about sexy red on my Facebook is not something I really wanted to talk about, so I just kept it moving. But y'all let me know. You can always comment on the podcast. So let me know if y'all really cared for the BET Awards or if you didn't. I mean, it is what it is. But it was ratchet to me. So, and it was ratchet to a lot of my friends too. Because, baby, the things that they were saying, like, I was like, y'all is raw. Y'all are off the hook. But, yeah, other than that, let's move on. So, um, I have actually started, excuse me, a digital product store. So I'm going to be starting to sell some of my own personal digital products that I feel will help people in the end, that have helped me. So, be on the lookout for that. I do have a stand store. So if y'all want to check that out. I also, of course, have my website. I just added the podcast on here. So anytime you go to my website, you can click on learn more, and it brings you right to this podcast and you can listen to it. We are 11 episodes in. Well, I am 11 episodes in. I am absolutely excited about that. I am going to, because I know some people have asked me, I'm literally going to have Dave on. It's just me and Dave's schedules have been crazy. So, Dave, if you're listening to this, come on, let's get this together. We were supposed to do episode 10 with you. Now we got to we got to go a little further, but it's cool. And then after that, I will start having guests on the podcast. Whether you're from Cleveland, whether you are not from Cleveland, but you want to talk about your brand, talk about your business, different things like that. That is the whole point of this podcast. Is a girl from Cleveland is basically, the voice for the voiceless. So I want like anybody that's from Cleveland or who was formerly from Cleveland, who live in other states, who have big things going on in their lives, come on the podcast and talk about it so we can, move to that next level. So I know I'm also going to have the director of Shadow Dome, which is I'm the assistant director of the movie, but Michael Stafford or Mike Stafford, I will have him on soon because we'll be talking about the movie. We're starting to get things done and we're going to start filming very soon. What is this, July? Yeah, so we're going to start filming in August. So I'm very excited about that. It's a really cool um, superhero movie. He actually won like at the horror film show. He won, I forgot what it was. Mike, you will have to tell me again, but I know it was, oh, I think it was like best film. So a short film. But this is going to be an action. This is going to be longer than the short film. So I'm actually very excited. We have mostly all the cast except I think we were casting for 3 teenage boys, and then we were casting for the female lead. So once we get those done, then we can really, really get it on and popping. So I'm very excited about that. So I'll have Mike on once we start filming, and maybe some of the cast too. We'll have them on so they can start talking about the film and everything like that. So I got some big plans for a gal from Cleveland, and I'm just excited for you guys to stick with me. It has been a long journey. I've taken some time off. I've been wondering, like, should I do this podcast? It's been a lot of things going on. That mental has just been like really slapping me in the face. Like, girl, should you do this? Should you not do this? Is it worth it? But coming back to this and actually doing it every week is so fulfilling to me, and I absolutely love it. So, I'm gonna keep doing it. So finally, God says, you know what? A gal from Cleveland, let's cut it. But now I'm gonna still do it. So I do apologize. I didn't get a chance to get this up this weekend. I was working on my business. I'm, doing a lot of big things, trying to like get some things in order. So I finally said, you know what? As soon as I get home from work, I'm going to get this podcast out. So you guys just tell me, what do you all want me to talk about? It's a whole bunch of things I could be talking about, but I definitely wanted to get that Janet review in, and the BET Awards just so happened to happen the weekend that I was going to do this podcast. So had to talk about that. Now y'all know I keep the podcast to about 30 minutes. Once I start adding video, I think I can actually go a little longer. So when I have the guests on and everything, it won't be like 30 minutes. I think it'll be like an hour. And then I'm going to start asking for questions. Like I had a long time ago on my blog, it was called Mika Mail. So people would send me messages like, emails and everything about different questions and stuff, and I would just read it. So if y'all are interested in doing that, definitely send them to Tamika Shanea at yahoo.com. I will start reading some of them on the air. I do plan on starting to do video because I am going to upgrade my YouTube and start adding these on there so you guys can get the podcast not only on YouTube but also on Spotify. So like I said, I got some things in the works. So I'm very, very excited. I hope you guys are excited too. Like I said, if you want to be a guest, send me a message on Tamika Shanea. I'm actually going to add this, I think, to my stand store too. But it is on my TamikaShanae.com website. If you do want to be a guest, just send me a message on there, and we will go ahead and get you on. So I am going to end. It's like going on 20, I think like 28 minutes. But I am so excited. I hope you guys are too. And this is episode 11. And we're going to keep on going and going and going. And hopefully you guys will continue on this journey with me. And I don't know what else to say. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. It's been a long day. So I will see y'all next weekend. And please have a wonderful and safe, happy 4th of July Independence Day. I know we had our Independence Day on Juneteenth, but for y'all that celebrate Independence Day, have a good 4th. So God bless you all. Thank you for tuning in always to a girl from Cleveland. And like I said, if you got some questions, send them to me. I do not have a problem talking on the air. And, I definitely want to bring Mika Mill back. I think Mika Mill was real cool on my blog when I was doing it. And I kind of miss my blog. I don't know. I might get Mika's food for thought back up. But I don't really have a time to like write like that. Like the podcast is cool, but trying to do a blog every day, that was a lot. But we'll see. So you guys, like I said, send your questions, send your guest requests to Tamika Shanea at yahoo.com, and I will definitely love to have you on the show. So God bless you all. Have a wonderful and blessed rest of your evening or day, and have a good holiday, and see you on the flip side.